Ooh. Oh. Now of the trio, this is the third TCL phone I've unboxed. So I've already done the 20S and I've done the 20 Pro 5G. Now if you look at these boxes here, there's one thing that's different on the 5G, right? No high-res audio. And when they say high-res audio, they really mean dual speakers. And this phone right here has dual speakers, which is pretty cool, man, because the Pro model does not have dual speakers, but it's a good speaker. So this phone has a ginormous display, folks. This is one of those budget phones or pocket-friendly phones or a phone for everybody that pretty much tried to throw a lot of stuff in the bucket. They did turns left and right on some of the corners by bringing in a 720 by 1640 display, but it is a 6.82-inch display. So that really shouldn't matter to a lot of people, but it might matter to techies, but it probably won't matter to the rest of the world. 48 megapixel camera on the rear, 4 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, Snapdragon 460 with a 5,000 milliamp hour battery inside this bad boy. So this should be pretty nice, coupled with the HDR recording, the dual speakers, the Bluetooth 5.0, the fingerprint reader is on the back of the device. This should be fairly well. All three of these devices have the fingerprint reader in different places. This one's on the back, the S is on the side, and the Pro is in the screen. So let's get this open here. We're gonna talk about it. Now again, like I did with the S model, I'm probably not going to run through all the software because the software is going to be the same. This is just a ginormous display, and I'm going to go ahead and show the display immediately. Even the way this one is packaged is a little bit different. Kind of gives you that more affordable feel. Like, you know, this isn't targeted towards, ooh, oh, okay. Let's do this right here. Wow. Okay. So yeah, this looks like the back of my Pro. So I gotta do it real quick. Let's grab the Pro real fast. Let me take it out of the case. All of these came with a free case too, so I'm hoping this one comes with a free case. But look at this, is the affordable version of the Pro's design, basically. And this is beautiful too, man. It's Nude Black is what it's called, but it's actually, it comes in a green also. But this is pretty sweet here, man. Fast charging at 18 watts. That's just like the others. So yeah, this is pretty much a upgrade from the 10L, man. This is great here. So let me show it to you next to the 10L real quick. This is what they've come from. This design element has done them wonders. Now I don't know if this is a direct replacement for the 10L, but based on the trio of devices they're releasing, each one is a step up from last year. So bear that in mind. This is a much more beautiful design than the 10L here. I still like that shimmer, but I would definitely rather have that shimmer. I love the design that they gave it, just like the Pro. Now the difference is this one has a raised back, just like the S. And let me grab the S real quick. So here's the S. As you can see, the camera is raised on this one. These cameras appear to be the same design, obviously. Now let me lay them all out for you real quick before I keep going with this unboxing here, just to show you the differences in them here. So this is what you're working with. This is how big this, now these are 6.67 and 6.67. This is the most narrow and more comfortable of all of them to hold in the Pro model. And then this is the S model, which is pretty much just a step down from here. And then this will be a step down. If you're looking at it in tiers, you know, they kind of have it set that way. So this is the trio. This is what they're offering right now. And I gotta tell you, so far, I'm loving these two. So I know I'll probably enjoy this one with this ginormous screen. All I see when I look at this body here is like, this is gonna be great for media consumption. So let me get these out of the way and we'll continue with the unboxing. All right. Okay. So, yeah, on the front here, it's letting you know high-res audio, HDR, everything that's on the box. Look at the 4 gigs of RAM. Man, it's nice. Let me get it going for the power first. And just like I said, this one's just packaged just differently. It's like, it's not that they threw everything in the box with this one. It's just, you know, a different kind of setup. Everything's kind of neatly organized in the first box, but it's just a box. That's just the techie in me, kind of grumpy for a minute. But yeah, it does come with a case, so you don't have to buy anything, and it comes with a full charger. So, you know, even that alone, coupled with that Type-C, just that alone, OEM should just have some respect for companies who actually put a charger in the box. And that was a fast boot up for a Snapdragon 460. I am not joking. That was a pretty quick boot up. And I'm comparing it to some of the other TCL phones. But yeah, man, we're gonna dig in here and we're gonna get this thing going. So like before, I'll get this all set up. I'll take some photos. I'll play a game for sure too, because I want to show you what the, we've seen the 460 processor before. Let's be clear. We know that we have, but you know, it's just it's out of respect. I want to show people, because this is just a first impression. So some of you guys are going to ask, I guess I should say, and you'll see what it can do. I know that it's going to probably play this game fairly well, but in the end, it's up to you to decide what you want to do with your device. So this is beautiful, fingerprints for sure. But let me get this set up and I'll be right back. Also, this one has the kind of the older design, if you will, with the little teardrop at the top, and the other ones have a camera inside in the center of the screen. So let's kick this thing off. So before I get into the cameras, I wanted to just get into the device itself to show you what you're working with. So same thing, that privacy thing, where you swipe up with 2 fingers like this gets you into the privacy app thing. So that's pretty impressive that they're adding that to all of the devices. Now, if we look here, same thing, same software, same bloatware too, just Facebook on here. And the other ones had booking.com. Let me see if that's on here too. I was also able to uninstall the apps that I didn't want. So I started a backup, but I was like, I'm gonna stop it so I can get into this. But let me see if booking.com is on here, because that was on the other ones. Nope, no booking.com on here. I'm surprised. But this is the setup, just like all the other devices that they brought. This is the setup, and this is what it's looking like. So let me go ahead and turn this down here. All right, let me get outside and let's get some photos going, and then I'll download a game or two and see how it does one of my favorite games, and we'll close out. I think what you'll notice with gaming on this phone is that the processor is going to show its true colors. Games take a long time to start. With this game, took a long time to start. The download took a long time compared to the other devices. So just bear that in mind. The RAM coupled with this processor is not going to be the speediest, so techies beware. But the average consumer out there in the world, most people will be fine with this device. Seems pretty smooth overall once it gets settled in. But the processor, I think, is what's holding this back from being that speedy device. At least even the most basic speedy device are keeping up with some of the good ones. So it's playing this game fairly well, actually. I'm kind of surprised, seeing as though how long it took for it to start. And when I say how long it took, I'm talking about from download to first startup, all of that. Took a little bit longer than the other devices, but it is, again, running a Snapdragon 460. So you just keep that in mind. If you're going to be trying to do some heavy gaming, you'll have to have some patience with this device because of the processor. And that's pretty much it, man. Other than that, banging is a good device just like the rest. It's just got a lower tier processor, and it's not going to be as smooth and fluid with some startups or some navigation throughout the actual phone itself. But once it's settled in, it does really good. So, but I personally think it's playing this game better than I thought it would. I thought it would do a lot worse than this just based on the startup, but it's doing well. Yeah, I'm loving it. It's doing really good, actually. I mean, I didn't think it was going to do horrible. I just thought it would be a little different. But nonetheless, there's some gaming. Yeah, like I thought, you know, the display is just as beautiful as we knew it would be. Let's crank that brightness up, and whoa, look at how that looks, man. That's incredible right there. That's a full screen display when you pinch it out, obviously, but you can watch it like this. But let me scan back a little bit here so you can see some of the photos. But ultimately, the screen is super bright, and I mean, it's just crazy. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't think you'll have a doubt in the world about how beautiful and big this display is. And it's definitely good. Even though it's 720p, well, you can see it for yourself. And then when you look in person, it's going to be really nice for you. So I wanted to show you the display. Let's close this thing out. We'll go ahead and do that right now. Overall, I think what I've noticed about this particular model is that the processor is the only thing that I think that would upset a real tech savvy person, because it's speedy, as you can see, but some of the tasks could with only the 4 gigs of RAM and this processor, it could hurt it a little bit. So, but if you're not going to be doing a whole bunch of heavy intensive stuff and you're just doing basic media consumption and you know, regular social media, look at how beautiful this thing is. You're going to be on with this one. There's no problems whatsoever. So yeah, this is TCL's latest offering for the pocket-friendly, you know, get some good value for your money. This is another option for you. I'm really digging this, man. Oh, I only set up the left side. That's another thing. The fingerprint reader, again, I credit this to the processor inside because this is overall just stock Android. But yeah, this is speedy in some areas, but will not be as fast and fluid as the other 2 devices from them. But that was to be expected. But I had to check this out because this screen is absolutely beautiful, man. Big, vibrant display. It's probably gonna have some fantastic battery, which you'll see how this works out. First impressions, unboxing, gaming, cameras, screen, it's all good. It's your man Jay. See you in the next one. Take care.